I think he saw it, actually. We are seeing, oh, storming those vultures, losing a lot of vultures here. And WinDy knows he has to hold this off, but he's going to be able to hold this off without too much of a damage here. We could see Jangbi put some pressure on the front door, but I think he just knows right now he can throw away some units, so to speak here. And this recall is going to be pretty cleaned up pretty quickly here, and I feel this is a time that WinDy has to do something. He needs to push out, he needs to secure a fourth, or he needs to GG. No, I'm just kidding, but he needs to do something here. Really, just sitting here is not the right situation. That wasn't a great recall. It's fine for Jangbi because his gateways, basically, I'm sure he has about 15 gateways right now and a huge army. He's going to be able to reinforce that army so quickly, going to be able to build up that army so quickly. Coming down here, it looks like he could be putting pressure on that third here. And now he's going to go ahead and put a nexus right in the middle here. Jangbi very, very confident he's going to be able to take it. It's a double gas here. Those gas is going to be needed for those arbiters. Arbiters 350 gas each. Ton of gateways pumping here for Jangbi, and it's looking pretty bad, I'd have to say, for our friend WinDy here. Luckily, he's Korean, or I wouldn't give him a chance here. Jangbi looks like he's going for it. Those tanks out there don't have any vulture support, and a lot of mines are killing some zealots there, sorry. But this is a very, very tank-heavy army. There's one stasis getting that vessel, but not the greatest here. And Jangbi's actually going to be pushed back a little bit. I don't think he has quite enough zealots here, and I'm sure he's going ZZZZ, realizing that WinDy has no vulture support right now. He has an army, I mean, a push right now could be pretty strong though, but Jangbi's not too worried. He's taking the middle expansion, now taking the bottom right expansion. Jangbi's macro is getting out of control here, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. He needs to push right now. If you're WinDy, he needs to put damage on. Jangbi's army is pretty small, but if he waits, a lot of speed zealots are going to be out, and he's going to be able to put a lot of pressure on. He's pretty prepared for a recall here. He knows one could be coming here, but I don't think I don't think he's going to do that right now. I don't think he knows. I think he knows that WinDy's push can be kind of strong, so I don't think he's going to throw away any more units. And here comes WinDy's push here, sieging up a lot of tanks, though, and he's going to be able to use that high ground. Jangbi delaying this push with a lot of goons on the high ground here, but he needs more zealot support here, and I think he's just trying to slow down this push, and then he's going to back off using that high ground, using the miss hit on those tanks to his advantage here. But this push is going to continue, but if this push isn't a winning push for WinDy, I don't see it going in favor for him. I mean, really, the macro for Jangbi is getting out of control. He has that middle expansion up and running. He is expanding right in the middle of the map. A very hard expansion to hold. You can see the confidence. You can feel the vibe right now. Jangbi's confidence is out this window. Finally taking a fourth. He's going to be able to put pressure on the bottom right. But Jangbi has 5 expansions that have went unharassed. Not a single kill on those vultures involving probes. And Jangbi's actually going to make his move from the different side here, coming from the top. The wraparound. These tanks are going to be out of position here. And we see a few high templars. We are going to see some storms being placed. A nice storm there. Actually, not the greatest storm, but I don't know. These tanks are out of position, desperately trying to get back, and this is not what WinDy wants to be doing. He doesn't want to be on the defensive. That one high templar, if that could have got a storm off, it could have been great. Jangbi's push is going to be pushed back, but WinDy's force is slowly and surely dwindling down, and Jangbi knows that he is in a great situation. Oh my gosh, this is a lot of speed zealots being produced here. Where are they going? Confused speed zealots, not the smartest, a little Goliath-like here, just running around. He must have misclicked, and that third is under fire for Jangbi, and he's going to be able to clean that up, though, but he might not even care about that. He has the gas, the middle almost up and running. Probes are going to be transferred there, but Jangbi's got to be a little careful here, considering that WinDy, does he have his fourth up and running? Looks like this bottom right's going to be under fire, but WinDy could be spreading his units a little thin here, and I think that's what Jangbi knows. It looks like Jangbi's gathering up here to push down his throat right now, and WinDy better have great positioning right now, because he has a huge ball of dragoons and zealots primarily pushing down his throat right now. Jangbi knows that his opponent overextended himself, and he's taking this moment right now to push in, and a lot of tanks, but all the tanks clumped up. No more tank support. Now more tanks coming in, and there's another stasis right now, and this is going to be the game deciding battle. I think WinDy overextended himself, trying to harass too many places at once. Knows he needs to do that to catch up, losing all of these science vessels now, and desperately coming into EMP. But what is EMP going to do now when all your tanks are stasis, when all your reinforcements aren't coming now? The bottom right has fallen, but I don't think it matters at this point because Jangbi is going to be able to move in, and with a group of goons coming to clear out those mines, luckily there is mines in the place. It's going to slow it down a little bit, but Jangbi is going to go ahead and surround these goons here, and I'm going to be able to just, or surround these tanks, going to be able to lay them out, and it looks like we are going to move on to game 2. I do not see possibly. Now he's going to go ahead and harass that third, going to be able to lay that out, and things are looking so bad for WinDy. It's been a windy day and all, really just not looking good for WinDy. I feel he macroed up, got his 3 bases pretty quickly, and then he just sat there. I think he thought his harassment would do more damage than it did, and it wasn't effective at all. I really don't even think he got 1 probe kill, while Jangbi was getting SCV kills with transferring with the goons in position, and that tricky vulture stopping his SCVs, the evil vulture, so to speak. But really, things are looking pretty bad here. Hopefully game 2 will be a little better. WinDy put up kind of a fight, a little better than JJ, I'd have to say. His last group of tanks is being just being walked over, desperately trying to lay mines. He knows he doesn't want to lose. He doesn't want to lose to the pro gamer. You can tell it in his eyes. He doesn't look very confident right now. Hopefully game 1 he better just walk it off, know that he played a pro gamer, and try to focus. Now he knows exactly what Jangbi's going to go into. Jangbi loves pushing the mid to late game. Maybe he can find a way to counter this. The rest of these SCVs are cleaned up. Now this third's going to be under fire, and Jangbi's going to move on to win this game. A lot of idle SCVs. You can tell he's just not focused right now. He's just basically getting walked over. But can you blame him? Can you blame him? He's actually playing a pro gamer here, of course. And these cannons going up in the middle, and now Jangbi's going to be able to get it to the second gas, going to be able to hold that second gas. Unlimited arbiters would be coming his way if they needed to be. And really, I think he just overextended himself. But I think it was okay to overextend yourself at that point because he knew he needed to do something. He couldn't just let Jangbi get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bases, and tried pushing on the top left, tried pushing in the middle, and continue to try to harass him. But really, the story of the game is that I think he thought his harassment was going to do more than it was able to do. GG coming from him. He's got to refocus and try to get this game too, or Jangbi's just as confident. Probably going to see pretty straight up game from Jangbi, possibly cheese coming from WinDy after he knows that beating WinDy or beating Jangbi in the mid game or late game is going to be quite the task. But anyways, guys, moving on to game 2, more WCG 2009 coverage. Hope you all enjoyed. Thanks, guys. Sunday signing out. Thanks. Bye.
아무래도 김지혁 선수가 앞서 말씀해 주신 것처럼 기본적으로 좀 운영형 스타일이다 보니까 그런 드랍십을 쓴다든가 이런 견제 플레이를 좀 생각을 안 했던